KBGA Missoula. You're listening to Missing 中国. Today, our theme is three in Chinese, 三. So, Mr. C, can you relate it to any movies?
Well, why don't we continue talking about sequels? And today we'll talk about some great third installments. I'm being very open minded here. I normally don't like sequels, but of course, there are always exceptions to the rules. So let's start with one of the oldest franchises, the most well known franchises in movie history, and that's the James Bond franchise. The third film in the James Bond franchise is traditionally considered the best James Bond movie ever made. It's called Goldfinger. Many people have heard of it. I won't say one of the names of one of the girls in the movie, one of the Bond girls, because we would get thrown off the radio. But Goldfinger is it's a good movie. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's not my personal favorite James Bond movie, but it is a good one. The next on my list of great third installments in franchises is Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. Now, you'll hear many dingbats say, "Oh, that movie's no good because there's no Michael Myers in it." Well, that is good. We don't want to keep seeing the same thing over and over again. That's why I don't like sequels. Halloween 3 was an attempt to start an anthology series. So every Halloween, the next Halloween movie would be a completely different story centered around the Halloween holiday. It's a great idea. Unfortunately, the masses at the time were too stupid to appreciate it. Halloween 3 is a story about a warlock from Ireland, and that's all I'm going to say. And it's also got one of the best John Carpenter soundtracks ever. Next on our list is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, the third movie in the Dollars trilogy with your favorite actor, Dr. Sang, Clint Eastwood. Directed by the great Sergio Leone. Actually, I don't even know that Sergio Leone is that great. Really, to me, the Dollars trilogy are only the only really good movies that he made, like really, really good. Next, we have an unsuspecting, at least for me, I didn't suspect or expect that I would put this on my list. I'm not normally a big fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, but Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors, which is a movie I saw in Gary, Indiana, by the way, when it was released. It was a very interesting experience. The second Nightmare on Elm Street movie was terrible. Everybody kind of agreed. So it was pretty amazing that Nightmare on Elm Street 3 was able to pull the series back out of the doldrums caused by the second movie. It's a very entertaining movie. And if you watch it, you'll see a bunch of famous people when they were young in the early stages of their careers. Next, we have the third movie in Chris Nolan's Batman series, The Dark Knight Rises, which didn't impress me so much when it was new. But as time goes on, I realize how prophetic that movie is. Chris Nolan wants to be considered an intellectual filmmaker. Most of his movies, to me, are only worth one watch. But Dark Knight Rises really kind of predicted this country, the direction this country went in, beginning with the 2016 elections. So it's a very prophetic movie, and I think it's much more profound than I originally thought. And finally, let's go into the realm sort of comedy. So I'm even less of a fan of remakes than I am of sequels. And but Steven Soderbergh's remake of Ocean's 11 was, I thought, superior to the original Ocean's 11, even though Frank Sinatra and Dino and all those guys are in the original. The original Ocean's 11, to me, is a very boring movie. The second, Steven Soderbergh made a great remake, I thought, with Ocean's 11. Then he did Ocean's 12, which I thought was a boring, artsy-fartsy movie. And then he brought it back with Ocean's 13, which is just as entertaining as the first movie. It's a very entertaining movie. So there you have it. Goldfinger, Halloween 3, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, The Dark Knight Rises, and Ocean's 13. Three fantastic third installments in movie franchises.
Okay, thank you for the recommendation. And this is our third installment of talking about the movies, right? Too.
Which movies?
No, in general.
I think we talk about movies every week, don't we?
I know, but now you talk about sequels as a sequel now.
This is only the second one, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, thank
It's
you for
okay,
the
Dr.
recommendation.
Sang. We all understand. We love you and we understand, Dr. Sang.
Yeah, I hope everybody is not bored.